Welcome back everyone. In today's tutorial we are going to hop right into shutter speed. Why you want it to be fast, why you want it to be slow, how it affects your exposure, why it gets brighter and darker in certain situations, how to take photos of the night sky, how to make waterfalls look super smooth, and how to remove just blur from, say, people's faces while they're talking. We are going to go through that video super fast, maybe even faster than it takes for me to crash this little mini drone I just got. Check it out. Maybe not that fast. Let's get started. Alright, so let's get started. What is shutter speed in a nutshell? Your camera has a sensor. This right here is your camera sensor. So that is what is capturing all of the data, all of the light coming in to create a photo. Your shutter speed is going to be how long it allows data to hit that sensor. If I have that set to 1/200, I'm gonna click this down in 3, 2, super fast. And now I'm gonna set the shutter speed to 1 second. I'm gonna click this down in 3, 2. So it took 1 second for that shutter to close and allow that data to finish processing to create an image. The longer that shutter is open, the more light is going to come in, right? So your image is going to be brighter. That is why it's part of the exposure triangle. That is why a fast shutter speed makes images darker, because it is opening, allowing light in, and closing for a much shorter period of time. The less light you have, the less exposed or the less bright your image is going to be. Excuse me. Let's take a look at the Sony a6000. If you take a look on the bottom left hand right there, you will see that it is a fraction. Now I can move it all the way to 1/4000, and as you can see, the image got a lot darker, even completely black. And then I can move it all the way to the opposite end to a 30-second exposure. So, no! You know what? You called me while I was recording this video, and you know, it was feeling pretty good.
Oh, well, that ruins things.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Well, I hope you gained a sub for it.
Let's get back to it. As you can see, when it's set to 30 seconds, this becomes completely whitewashed. That's because we are in a very bright room, and that is taking in a lot of light. So at what specific times do you want these specific settings? Think of it like this. If there are fast-moving objects that you want to freeze, you want them to be completely frozen in time inside of that image and show that it's not in motion at all. Say it's a football player diving for a catch. There's a lot of fast-moving parts there. You have the football player who's diving, you have the football coming in, and so you're going to want to freeze that moment so you can see the laces just perfectly in the expression on the football player's face. That's when you're going to use a really fast shutter speed. Now, why would you want things to not be, you know, super frozen in the moment? It's a weird concept to understand that sometimes you don't want things. You want to see that there's motion. Well, let's look at this photo. This waterfall, see how that water looks really smooth and kind of buttery, and you can see that there was motion there. Those astrophotography shots you see, a lot like this one, the naked eye cannot see these things. So I wanted to open up my camera sensor for as long as possible to get any amount of light that I possibly could from the night sky, mark it as a star because that's where the light is coming from, obviously. That way I can then bring it up in post in Lightroom and really see all those stars, where if I use a fast shutter speed and I just open and closed it real quick, it's not going to process any of that information. So here I have a Sony a6000. We're going to grab a lighter and we're going to do a quick example here. All right, so I'm gonna put this to 1/320. That's 1/320th of a second. So I'm going to move this lighter back and forth here. All right, you can really see the flame in that photo, right? You can see the details of it. It looks like it was frozen in time. Let's change this to a 2-second shutter speed, okay? 3, 2, 1. See how it did that? So while it was open for that 2 seconds, it was processing all of the light coming in at all times. So while the light was on the left side, it was on the right side, it says, hey, if there was light there, I'm gonna process that and put that into this image. Keep in mind, when you are using a longer shutter speed, you're going to want to use a tripod. We think we can keep our hands still, and we can't. Go try to take a 10-second exposure and make it look sharp. You can't. I can't. You probably can't. If you can, props to you. All right, everyone, that's it for this tutorial. I will see you next, who knows, next week, I hope, maybe week after. I'm gonna start posting more videos though. I got 48 video ideas that I'm gonna start whipping these out. So everyone, please, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something from it, like, comment, subscribe, all those things that all the YouTubers ask you to do. Only do that if you liked it, you want to say something, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more. And guys, just have a great day. It's a beautiful day outside, and that's another reason I want to make this fast. I'm gonna go play outside. All right, see ya. Oh no, it's tangled in my fur carpet. No! It's like my second time flying it. Oh. Alright. You're okay, buddy.